Miley Cyrus, the iconic singer-songwriter who rose to fame with her Disney roots and evolved into a boundary-pushing pop sensation, has once again captivated audiences not just with her music but with her raw, unfiltered reflections on the demanding world of touring. In a candid conversation that peels back the glamorous facade of life as a global superstar, Cyrus delves deep into the emotional, physical, and psychological toll that comes with spending months, or even years, on the road, performing night after night for adoring crowds. At 32 years old, the Flowers hitmaker, known for her empowering anthems and fearless reinventions, paints a picture that's far from the sparkling stage lights and euphoric fan interactions. Instead, she highlights the stark loneliness that lurks in the shadows of success, the relentless pressure of being the sole creative force behind a massive production, and the mundane irritations that chip away at one's sanity over time. Imagine this: you're Miley Cyrus, a woman who's built an empire on self-expression and resilience, belting out hits like Wrecking Ball and Midnight Sky, to tens of thousands of screaming fans in arenas across the world. The energy is electric, the applause is thunderous. But as the final notes fade and the house lights dim, the reality sets in. Cyrus describes this post-show void with a poignancy that resonates far beyond the celebrity sphere. It's a universal ache for connection in the midst of apparent adoration. A lot of the time your family is not with you, she shares, her voice carrying the weight of countless hotel room solitudes. So, mostly you are alone. And you spend these nights where thousands of people are telling you they love you, and then you lay down on your bed at night and there's nobody. This confession isn't just a fleeting complaint, it's a profound acknowledgement of isolation's grip on the touring artist's soul. In an industry that glorifies the hustle, Cyrus's words serve as a reminder that fame doesn't fill the empty spaces left by absent loved ones or the transient nature of road life. Delving deeper, Cyrus doesn't shy away from the darker undercurrents that often accompany the highs of live performance. She openly discusses the come-downs that follow the adrenaline rush of a show, the inevitable crash that leaves performers vulnerable to substances and physical exhaustion. The come-downs that come with touring are substances issues and the physicality, she explains, her tone matter-of-fact yet laced with hard-earned wisdom. This isn't mere gossip. It's a vulnerable admission from someone who's navigated the temptations of the rock and roll lifestyle, emerging stronger but scarred. Cyrus compares the rigors of touring to the world of professional athletics, but with a crucial, isolating twist. It's like you are an athlete but they have seasons and other teammates, she notes. Athletes, she points out, benefit from structured downtime and a built-in support network of fellow competitors who share the grind. But for a solo artist like herself? It's a different beast entirely. The difference is you are just a solo artist. You have a band and some dancers but it's really about you, she elaborates. The band provides rhythm, the dancers add flair, but the spotlight, and the burden, falls squarely on her shoulders. This solo responsibility amplifies the pressure to an almost unbearable degree. You can't replace you. And it's too much pressure, Cyrus states, her words echoing the internal monologue of anyone who's ever shouldered an irreplaceable role. In a career defined by reinvention, from the bubbly Hannah Montana to the provocative Bangers era and now the introspective Endless Summer Vacation, Cyrus has always thrived on authenticity. Yet here she reveals how the unyielding demand to be on every night erodes that very authenticity. There's no bench to sit on, no understudy waiting in the wings. It's her voice, her presence, her energy that must ignite the crowd, night after night, city after city. This relentless cycle, she implies, isn't just tiring. It's a psychological marathon that tests the limits of human endurance. Fans who see her as an unbreakable force might be surprised by this glimpse into her fragility, but it's precisely this honesty that has endeared her to generations. Cyrus isn't complaining, she's educating, humanizing the myth of the untouchable star. Shifting gears to the more everyday aggravations, Cyrus humorously yet earnestly confesses her disdain for the nomadic logistics of touring. Far from the dramatic tales of backstage drama or fan encounters, her least favorite aspect is shockingly relatable: living out of a suitcase. I don't like folding my clothes. I like everything hung nicely. And I like to wake up in the morning and decide what I am going to wear, she explains, her words evoking the small comforts we all crave in routines disrupted by chaos. For Cyrus, who has always curated her image with meticulous care, think the bold outfits of her Wrecking Ball video or the ethereal gowns of her Grammy performances. This loss of control over something as simple as her wardrobe feels like a microcosm of touring's broader disruptions. It's not the jet lag or the time zone hops that irk her most. It's the denial of those quiet, personal rituals that ground us. In a life spent in the public eye, where every choice is scrutinized, the inability to simply choose an outfit on a whim underscores a deeper loss of agency. And then there's the wardrobe repetition, a detail that might seem trivial but speaks volumes about the monotony baked into the touring machine. One of the things that I get really tired about touring is to put on the same outfit every night, Cyrus admits, her frustration palpable. For performers, costumes aren't just clothes. They're armor, extensions of the character's narrative. Yet, when practicality dictates repetition, ensuring consistency for branding or easing the load for touring crews, it transforms into a Sisyphean task. Night after night, slipping into the same sequined ensemble, striking the same poses under the same lights, can blur into a haze of sameness. Cyrus's candor here bridges the gap between artist and audience. Who among us hasn't dreaded the grind of routine, amplified 1,000-fold in her world? It's a reminder that even superstars grapple with boredom, that the grass isn't always greener on the other side of the velvet rope. Reflecting on her journey, Cyrus's revelations invite us to reconsider the romance of the road. Touring has been a cornerstone of her career, from the sold-out arenas of her Bangers tour in 2014, where she shocked with twerking and giant teddy bears, to the more mature, visually stunning Attention tour in recent years. Each outing has showcased her growth, but also exacted a toll. She's spoken before about burnout, about stepping away to prioritize mental health, as she did after her 2014 tour. Yet, in this interview there's a maturity to her reflections, a seasoned perspective that balances gratitude with realism. She loves the connection with fans, the catharsis of live music, the way a crowd can heal old wounds. But she also honors the cost, advocating implicitly for better support systems in the industry. More mental health resources, flexible scheduling, perhaps even mandatory breaks that mimic those athletic seasons she envies.